There's no place on Earth quite like Antarctica. Its landscape alone sets it apart, a vast white wilderness that can provide a haven for solitude. But Antarctica's uniqueness isn't just in its scenery. Politically, it's also an anomaly. There are no permanent inhabitants, no government, and to date, no nation has successfully claimed this territory as its own. But with many nations eyeing its resources, the question is, how long can Antarctica remain ungoverned?
The people living here seem to be at peace with themselves. My name is Natasha Pisarenko. I'm a professional photographer working for the Associated Press. The photos were taken in South Shetland Islands and in the western Antarctic Peninsula.
Natasha came to Antarctica to document scientists who hailed from different fields and different countries around the world. And despite their varied backgrounds, during her time on the icy continent, what Natasha observed was peaceful cooperation among the researchers. These relationships were established and codified back in 1959, during the height of the Cold War.
Antarctica is protected by a treaty as a scientist hub to investigate global warming and other important issues.
What she's referring to is the Antarctic Treaty. 12 countries, including the US and Soviet Union, signed the agreement, which states, scientific observations and results from Antarctica shall be exchanged and made freely available. Overall, its goal is to foster international relations and cooperative scientific research. The treaty also means that no one owns Antarctica. And sure, some countries have tried to lay claim to land here, but these claims have never been universally recognized. Today there are about 75 research stations here, maintained by various governments. And all of the countries represented still maintain that idea of cooperation that was stated in the treaty 57 years ago. But international harmony isn't the only draw. Antarctica's pollution-free air allows for air quality monitoring with a reliable baseline. Dark winters attract astronomers, and ice core samples can be analyzed to provide a climatic record for the planet that dates back hundreds of thousands of years. However, as Natasha realized during her time with the scientists, all of this collaboration can be fragile.
Many fear that countries will rush to explore its mineral sources and oil. For now, countries are banned from drilling or having military bases, but several nations keep research stations as a way to claim territory.
We're talking about as many as 200 billion barrels of oil, which is perhaps enough to at least ask the question, could oil break the peace here? We might not know the answer until the treaty's review in 2048. Until then, Antarctica might remain the closest thing we have to a utopia. There've never been any wars, nuclear testing, or any form of military activity, despite all the different countries working here. We can't say nearly as much for anywhere else in the world.
I really hope it remains untouched. It's a key place for all of us and where we keep coming back to ask ourselves, where did we come from? Are we alone in the universe? What's the fate of our warming planet?
On the other side of the planet, there's another isolated region at the center of a geopolitical debate. Check out this video on how the Bering Strait could become a major trading hub on the scale of the Panama Canal.
The world is coming here. It's huge. It's changing the world. Or you open up the Bering Straits and you see what will happen. It's going to be phenomenal.